Oh. Oh no. All right. Yeah. Oh, for the first time. Hi, everybody. Yeah, certainly no issues so far. Let's just begin. Hi, everybody. I am Yanis or Wizard Styles, and I am welcoming you today to a very special game of Swamp Goblin Mysteries, a game that I wrote that is available for free on itch.io. And today we have a special occasion. It is Pride in Goblintown, and nothing will go wrong. No. Before we get into what is going to go wrong, I'm just going to let the players of today introduce themselves, and starting with Nikki.
Hi everyone, it's me, Nikki, and I will be playing Scuzzimal Tea Buckets. I have a rat. That's it. That's all you need to know. He, him pronouns, and I use she, her pronouns. I'm gonna popcorn it over to Siobhan.
Hi, I'm Siobhan. I will be playing Bug Bite, and Bug Bite, just for some reason, every time Bug Bite does something, stuff starts to go wrong. It's not my fault, though. And Bug Bite uses she, her pronouns. I use she, they pronouns. And I'm going to popcorn it over to Insha.
Hi. Always a surprise. I don't know why. It's it never fails. Hi, I'm Insha. I will be playing Griffin, who is a basic sleep paralysis demon goblin. Off-putting and slightly frightening, but the sweetest person in the world. She uses she, her pronouns. I use she, they pronouns. Gonna popcorn it over to last but not least, the coolest, Ariel. There you go.
Hi, I am Ariel. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm playing Buck, who uses he, him pronouns. Just the swollest, biggest, baddest goblin on the block, who can always be found with his trusty rainbow colored ribbon, and he's very excited for Pride.
Right. So we'll jump in right a second. But last thing, when you're done watching this, Starcrawl is nominated for a Crit Award for Best Upcoming YouTube Channel. So if you like what you see, and even if you don't like it, just vote for us there. Thank you. Moving right on. While we watch our producer just barely keep it in here, which you can't see. Yeah, it is Pride in Goblintown. The rafts and fenboats are ready. The rich smells of stagnant swamp water, rotting vegetation, festival food, moonshine, and just general chaotic goblin activities mix and create a very rich texture. The usual green and brown of the swamp is dotted with countless flags in all colors of the rainbow, plus a few more. The atmosphere is very much the usual goblin chaos, but even livelier and concentrated around a veritable fleet of decorated boats and rafts, some on top of alligators, some not. So, going around the players, or now their characters once more, who are you and what are you most excited about at this parade? And let's begin with Intra, because Intra is never surprised by this.
Griffin would be super excited to just like see everybody. Like all she wants to do is like people observe, and she's just kind of like it's weird, and it's just like her breathing in a corner, just like it's so bright here. I kind of hate it, but at the same time, it's so lovely. Everybody's so smiley. Thank you. Oh my god. So she's just excited to see all the people.
Let's maybe then move on to Bugbite.
Well, Bug Bite exists on this world for one reason and one reason only, and that is to eat as much candy as possible until it kills me. So the rainbow candy that's coming out with the Pride event. Look, Bugbite herself, she's hitting, you know, the pan flag for herself, but she will eat any flag if it is
Yeah.
candy. So we
Oh,
do
yeah.
not discriminate here. If it is made of sugar, you are welcome here. So Bugbite is finding every possible piece of candy that is available, and whether legally or illegally consuming it.
Right. And what about Buck? What does Buck
Buck
have
is-
planned? Yeah.
He is super excited. He's a very large for a goblin, almost dwarf size, you might say. And he is trying his best not to be rude, but he is like trying to push himself up to the front of where the barrier for the parade is, because he's very interested to see the professional ribbon twirlers that are going to be in today's event, and just like is looking for how to take what they are doing, that magic, make it his own, so that he can someday ascend to that level of
Right.
twirling ability.
Yeah. You already see one professional, maybe not even mainly ribbon twirler, but a professional athlete, acrobat that you know. His name is, of course, Slingshot, the famous Slingshot in Goblintown, famous, who is doing his warm-ups by just launching himself in the air and doing all kinds of flips, and occasionally jumping in the swamp water and re-emerging on the other side of a boat or something.
I am enamored. My eyes are just like following his every move, and once in a while you see me sort of like move my arms as if I'm trying to do the same thing. Like, okay, what angle is his? Are they out
Yeah.
of this side? Both of them are even, right? No, they're uneven. I got to lift one more than the other. That's how he's sitting that twist. Like, he's just imitating art.
Yeah. You do notice, though, he's not getting all that much attention compared to another boat that is littered with just cheeses in all colors of the rainbow, and a pedestal where a rat would usually sit, the rainbow rat. And perhaps that boat, which has drawn a considerable crowd, even though the rainbow rat is nowhere to be seen yet, maybe that's also where we find Skuz.
No, you would not find Scuzz sitting at that raft. He's
No.
actually standing outside of the Rainbow Rat's house.
Oh.
like full, like right in front of there, holding up a little sign that says "We love you, Rainbow Rat." Scuzz is a like 3 foot tall, swamp green, red, beady-eyed little goblin. Sitting upon his shoulder is his own rat named Scum. That is holding like it looks like cheese, but on closer inspection, it might be butter with like bits of bacon in it. We don't know. We don't ask. And Scuzz is holding the sign and just like waiting there patiently, just like, okay, Scum. As soon as we see the rainbow rat, we're gonna hold up our sign and we're gonna cheer him on because that's what Goblin Pride is all about. It's about cheering on the rainbow rat and remembering that all of us got a rainbow rat inside of us. All of us got a rainbow rat in us that we gotta feed cheese every single fucking day. Rainbow rat, I love you! Where is the rainbow rat?
The door actually
yeah, go ahead.
opens right at
Rainbow
this
rat!
moment. Yeah. But out of the door does not walk the rat. Instead, out of the
You're
door
not the fucking
comes.
rat.
Somebody give me a name for a goblin drag queen.
Wilhelmina.
Wilhelmina, all right.
All right.
It's Wilhelmina
Yeah.
Scream.
Yeah. Wilhelmina Scream walks out,
Miss Scream, where's the rat?
bedazzled in all kinds of possibly glass beads, possibly also actually, it looks almost like some of it might be candy. We'll get to that later perhaps, but walks out and just looks around very dramatically. The rat! The rat is gone! And collapses to the floor, unconscious immediately.
Leaps over her. Well, no, goes back, does one lick on the gown. Very good. Runs
Yeah.
over her, and yeah, Scuzz is immediately in hysterics. He wants to start. He starts shouting, "The rat's gone! No!" Anybody who can hear him.
Yeah. Anybody who didn't hear Wilhelmina, I didn't do an actual Wilhelm scream, but anybody who didn't hear that definitely heard Scuzz, and the Scum is probably also squeaking very aggravatedly. So all of the rest of you also hear that and probably arrive at some point to see the Rainbow Den, as the home of the Rainbow Rat is called. Already a crowd is gathering. Somebody has propped up the passed out Wilhelmina against the wall, and yeah, inside you hear rummaging and yelling, which is probably just Scuzz. What now?
Guys, where's the rat? We gotta find the rat. We must search high and low, and maybe even lower to find the rat.
I think Buck is concerned with the rat, but he's also wanting to check on Wilhelmina propped up against the wall. This hysterical woman who was the last person, kind of maybe give her a shake or like fan her, throw some water on her, like swamp water on her, just splash her on her face, see if she can wake up a bit.
All right.
Is she
Look.
with us, or is she just like out?
She's passed out until everybody else had a chance to say something.
I was about to say before she comes to, at least you made mention that her jewelry may have been a little bit made of the greatest thing in the world known as candy. When she does come to, that candy is no longer on her, and there's just some crunching somewhere in the vicinity, but she's trying to be real sneaky about it.
All right. Yeah.
I think Griffin is just kind of like looking down at her and just going, "You're awake now? You're gonna wake up? You're gonna wake," and probably like biting, like it's probably like licks her hair just a little bit to see if that's edible and be like, "No, okay, never mind. Are you awake now? Are you gonna wake up?"
Yeah. Meanwhile, inside perhaps, what is Scuzz noticing while rummaging through the place that tells you that the Rainbow Rat has been just recently just lavished with all kinds of presents to honor the Rainbow Rat's fame and fortune?
At least Scuzz sees the like cheese that he left, a very lovely moldy one that he's been working on for a year, and it wasn't touched, and he's just like, "No, the rat." Scuzz would like to try to search the room if he can. Can he roll smart to see if he can find any clues in the room?
So yeah, for every viewer, this is what happens. Basically, the only main mechanic the game has is making a move. You roll 2d6, add one of the 3 stats that a goblin has, which are vitality and smarts and cool.
I would like to also use my own rat, Scum, to try and give myself advantage on this and be like, "All right, Scum, where can you find any clues on where the Rainbow Rat might have gone?"
It is the home of a rat, so I
It is
can
the home
only
of a
allow that. So yeah, it makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Yes, sets his rat down,
Yeah.
and they tag team to try and find clues.
So usually you roll 2d6. With advantage, you roll 3d6, but just only use the best 2 results, and then add your smarts in this case.
I got a 3 and a 4 on the dice, and then my smarts is a 1, so that is a total of 8.
That means you succeed, but it's not a perfect success. You gain a condition, or an NPC hates you now. We'll see what it is.
Entirely up to the GM. Please
Yeah.
hurt my little sweet swamp boy.
I'm going to hurt his feelings one way or another. So you see this trail of cheeses here everywhere, right? And as you go through it, and also Scum goes through it, how many cheeses have you sent to the Rainbow Rat?
One moment. Let me roll for that real quick. I'm rolling, by the way, everybody, I'm rolling gay dice. Very gay. Happy Pride.
Woo, happy Pride.
4
Four.
different types of cheeses. 2 like harder cheeses that are meant to last a while. And today's special Pride cheese was a very stank brie that smells like something that women like a lot. Happy Pride. Anyway, we're not gonna say that though. I feel like that's too much for Twitch.
Yeah.
Then like a Gouda, because who doesn't like a fucking Gouda?
Well, see, this is where your condition comes in.
Oh no.
The Rainbow Rat has ignored them entirely. The 4th cheese, the one that you were so proud of. Tiny bit has been nibbled off of it and spat out right besides it. And you now get the condition cheesy failure.
I'm
As
a
you-
cheesy failure.
Yeah.
I'm a cheesy failure. On his knees. I'm a cheesy failure. All of you guys can hear him saying this. I'm a cheesy failure.
Did you find something?
Scum is fortunately unbothered by this, and just maybe even eats some of the cheese that was meant for the Rainbow Rat, but also notices this is your clue, a trail of cheese leading out back. This cheese has apparently been laced with moonshine too.
What?
And it seems like somebody lured the Rainbow Rat outside.
Scum literally has to like come over and like bite Scuzz, and he's like, oh, ow, ow, oh, right. We must get the Rainbow Rat. And we'll go out to everybody and like, Bugs, Buck, creepy one. I think we.
I didn't take nothing. Just mouthful of candy.
Are you
What?
gonna eat that?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat that. Don't. It's mine. I got it fair and square.
Can I have a piece of it?
At just this moment, I think Wilhelmina is going to come to.
Buck
While
is going to try to pretend that he's
Yeah.
been helping the whole time. Y'all stop it. Get off of her.
yeah, Griffin is probably
You
just
awake? Feel
basically
okay?
sitting on Wilhelmina.
On her chest.
Sleep paralysis demon.
Like literally. Like, can I have a piece of that?
Wilhelmina comes through, just God, you cannot have my soul, demon.
Are you okay?
The soul's not up for grabs, but like, you got any more candy on you?
Candy, I only have jewelry.
Is it edible?
It's entirely just fake. It's candy.
Well, Bugs says everything is edible, really. It just depends on how
Oh.
well
If you
digestive
just
health
try
and
hard
you-
enough, yeah.
you could eat anything.
Edible. It's candy.
I'm going to say that. Oh, you.
Eat your dice, everybody. Put a dice right in your mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
Crunch.
Don't do that. Nobody do that.
Do it, you cowards.
Offended by this comment, Wilhelmina just rips off just a necklace. And you believe so? Then eat this. And this is real jewelry. This is gonna be, if you want, you can impress Wilhelmina with a vitality check now.
Oh,
If you can
cool.
successfully just swallow that.
the thing I dumped. Excellent.
Love it.
Let's go. Oh, wow. I remember there's only 6 sides on a 6-sided dice. That is not a 9. That is a 6.
We're so good at games.
It's a total of 8.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can, in fact, if you want to swallow this,
I have
necklace,
been
which is not
handed
candy.
anything to eat. I am
Yeah.
not going to question it too hard. I will eat it.
Mm,
Imagine you eat it
Maybe-
like a
Yeah.
heron. Either you crunch or you just.
No,
Yeah.
Oh, I for sure thought this
I
was just a
think-
head back sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally just a like, you know, like that moment where like Stitch opens his mouth and the radio comes out of it, just got unhinged. That's just Bug Bite unhinged necklacing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. You do
It's
it.
while you were eating her candy, Buck is going to try to ask her again if she's okay, and sort of what happened in her last few moments before she came out and told
Yeah,
us,
you have-
not all of us.
You have impressed her now. However, Bugbite is going to get the condition just unwell, let's say. Maybe this doesn't agree entirely with your stomach.
You gotta make sure to chew. You gotta make sure to chew so your stomach can digest it. You're gonna be sitting on that all day.
I'm fine. It's not the worst thing I've eaten, you know.
Yeah.
We're good. I just
But
might
you
have a
will-
little gas for the rest of the day.
Yeah,
Shit and
you
glitter.
will be able to talk to. You will be able to get something out of Wilhelmina now that you have essentially impressed her enough.
Look, see, the thing is, this is my talent. Everyone likes me. Everyone's my best friend. They don't know it yet, but we'll get there. So, aside from the eating of jewelry and candy and everything I like to do with my time, why is everyone freaking out? Because I missed it. There was sugar in the air and I didn't listen.
What do you mean you weren't listening? The rainbow rat is missing. Miss Screams. Try to push his Buck out of the way. Can't push Buck out of the way because he's Jesus so big. Miss Screams, what happened to the rainbow rat? What did you see?
Yeah, what was Bug saying earlier?
I'm just asking for her to kind of explain the last few moments. We didn't hear her scream. I think I heard Scuzz screaming and not necessarily Wilhelmina.
Yeah.
So I've come upon the scene with the rest of us and kind of wondering, like, you okay? What happened? Like, were you in that house and something in there happened? Should we be worried? Like, what's going on with the parade and the ribbon twirlers? Is this going to stop because of that? Like,
The ribbon
What happened?
twirlers? Who cares about the ribbons? The rainbow rat is missing.
lots of people. So, oh wait, the rat's missing?
It is what drove me to unconsciousness, only to awaken to a demon sitting on my very chest.
She just kind of like inches a little bit more up her chest and just looks down at her and goes, answer the question.
We're just trying to make sure you're okay. You're fine.
Okay.
Okay, so like,
Well-
hold on. Let me put my little true crime girly hat on here for a second. So we have a very important person for a very important event who's suddenly gone missing right before said event. There has to be some sort of connection there. We should look for.
It's a hate crime.
Legally speaking, we cannot use that word until it is proven in a court of law, but yes.
No law can catch me. Anyway,
Allegedly.
Lemonilly, Miss Screams. What was the last thing you saw?
The last thing I saw was you running towards me.
Woman, you're doing great. What was the last thing you saw inside the rat house?
The last thing I saw inside the rat house was... Well, I was coming to pick up the rainbow rat to escort them to the parade. And I did not see the rainbow rat. I did just see the butler of the rainbow rat.
The butler.
The butler,
It's
Swamp.
always the butler, isn't it?
Oh, Swamp Toe Jack should still be inside and
Swamp
probably
Toe Jack.
cleaning up the place.
I didn't see him in there.
Are you normally the one who comes to pick this rat up, or did they ask you today why the butler couldn't have drove him down?
Oh, I mean, the butler is not involved in the festivity, so to say.
It's a perfect motive. Maybe he's been feeling. No, I'm not gonna. We're gonna get some more information. I got this. I just, most of the stories, it's always the butler. I'm just saying.
It's always the butler.
Well,
or the first person you see, and he's gonna like eye her up and down suspiciously.
maybe. Oh no, I shouldn't speak ill of Mr. Swamp Toe. But that's my invitation for you to make a move and maybe get her to reveal something.
Look. The thing is you're an icon in this village, and if you want to speak openly, everyone's going to support you doing so. So you can be honest with us. This is going to stay between us. We're on it. We got it. And I will like to try to utilize cool to convince her to be more honest with me. And
Griffin, spooker.
that is a 7.
Okay. I think. Yeah. She's not going to be happy that you push her so far when she just passed out in front of you. She may even notice that some of her jewelry has gone missing and has possibly been eaten by you. She might even smell it on your breath. But yeah, Wilhelmina is going to hate you specifically now.
You ate my jewelry, which I thought was cool, but now I'm like, no.
Fine, if you must vex me so on this day of celebration. I have overheard a conversation between the butler and not just the butler, but also, what is his name? Slingshot the acrobat. And there was this other guy, Gary, the one that smells like dog all the time. All of them had the audacity, I tell you, to say that the rainbow rat is a fraud.
What?
A fraud.
What?
A fraud.
I cannot believe them. Can I please get
either.
those names one more time? I might have been, so I might have zoned out just a little bit for one hot moment.
The names are, Slingshot, who we already saw.
Acrobat.
Yeah. Swamp Toe Jack and Gary.
Swamp Toe Jack, Slingshot,
Gary.
and Gary.
Gary.
Always smells like a dog.
Gary always smells like
That's what I
dog,
have.
yeah?
Yeah, Gary.
Gary. All right.
Buck is a little interested in this butler that hasn't come out now, after especially all of the screaming, the rat's missing. There's a crowd gathered outside and he's nowhere to be found. So I think Buck is a little curious about that and might try to get inside.
Inside where exactly?
To the back into the main house. Like,
Oh yeah.
if she's insane, I overheard something.
Sure. You can go in. Nobody is going to stop Buck, except possibly that Buck doesn't fit through the door entirely. But
I might
that's
just
fine.
offer like, oh, you know what? I'll try to get you a little water. It's the
Yeah.
swamp out here. It's not always best for trying to recover. I know all about recovery, so he said maybe just like kind of try to look into the house and see if he can see signs of the butler inside or somewhere in one of the back rooms.
Yeah, you just kind of peek in, entirely visible, of course, because you are so fucking huge. But you just see the butler just walk into the room like.
I'm gonna kind of Mr. Swamp Toe. Can you come out for a moment? Can you maybe bring a clean glass of water? Seems Wilhelmina has collapsed out here. We need a little help.
You say Mr. Swampto can bring some water, and there's just a blur as Scuzz just like leaps past you, grabbing Swampto Jack by the lapels and goes, "Where's the fucking rat?"
I believe it is.
Scuzz is not cool.
Mr.
In fact, if
Bucket,
Scuzz could have a
was it?
-1 to cool, that would be.
Yeah, the butler says, Mr. Bucket, we meet again. I see you are still just as dramatic as Wilhelmina is.
It's pride, bitch. Where's the rat?
I mean, like, the drama is the reason for the season. So
yeah, Swamp
please
Toad
clip that, by the way, Twitch. Please clip that, by the way. Thank you.
Swampto, yes, I have noticed that it is your celebration again.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Buck is gonna try to fix the door. It's gonna maybe break or something. He's not gonna fully get through, but he's excuse you.
Yeah, the door just cracks where it needs to let you in.
It's that scene in a saloon where like somebody walks in and everyone's like doing their thing and then looks up and it gets deadly quiet and he goes, "Your celebration." Everyone's just like, "I'm so sorry."
Well, excuse me, must I engage with your lifestyle simply because I am the caretaker of this rat?
If you didn't want to take care of the fucking rat, you should have given it to me. And Scuzz is going to slap him. Scuzz is going to slap him.
Is that a move in any capacity, or is it just a slap?
I think it's just a slap.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess this would be up to you.
You don't
GM.
have to roll. No, he
I
already
don't have
has
to roll.
it anyway.
We already hate each other. We already hate each other.
Yeah.
And Scuzz is gonna slap him and then reach down and grab one of the gross cheeses that the rat didn't want to eat and like holds it in his face like very threateningly. He's like, "You don't tell me what you know about the rat last time you saw him."
Move.
Yeah.
that is trying to get a clue out of him, I think. But yeah, he's just taking the slap, just like.
Imagine someone coming into your place of work and slapping you in the face.
Listen.
Look, if my Starbucks, I wouldn't do a Starbucks barista because they did nothing wrong, unionized. But if I saw the Starbucks CEO who's supposed to take care of the Starbucks employees done fucked up and didn't let them unionize, then yes, I would slap them and put cheese in their face and demand rights. Anyway,
if you don't think I would march into any high rise and slap every C-suite executive, you don't know me.
Man, the butler.
Does Bucket for president, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, slap him. Spread the cheese. Let's see this.
well, I'm so sorry. What would you like me to roll for this?
I think. Oh, for threatening somebody.
Yeah.
That not smarts. But it could be vitality or cool. Up to you, honestly.
Probably.
Can I give advantage by like I'm also
No.
in this room being like
No,
okay.
that doesn't exist.
Yeah, they're like help action stuff. I was like, I'm in the room.
Yeah,
It makes
there's
sense.
no
I'm
help action.
intimidating.
I mean, you are there. You are intimidating together, but only one
Just
person
moral
rolls.
support.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll vitality because he's trying to be like real strong and like again not cool at all, but definitely like I will do it. I'm that crazy.
Yeah.
I got, even though my vitality is looking at my stats 2, I rolled snake eyes, so that's a 4.
Oh no. Yeah.
This is amazing. What a great game.
Yeah. Swamp Toad Jack just licks the cheese with an impossibly long tongue. And, okay, yeah, I was gonna say your condition is embarrassed, but now you're disgusted by tongue.
Okay, Buck is going to try to attempt to pull Scuzz off. Like,
Yeah.
okay, calm down. We do have to. We got to focus. We got to
Yeah,
ratify.
like you
This
grab
guy being an
Scuzz and he
asshole
immediately
to
like
stop that.
Scuzz grabs onto you and it's just like, look at that. Jesus, you are strong.
This guy being an asshole doesn't change the fact that the rat's still missing.
That's right. I lost sight of what was most important. Not this fucker, the rat. Okay.
So we didn't get a clue out of this guy yet, right?
No,
We have not.
you will also because you failed. That's it. I mean, I can't just let you roll it and just for an hour until you eventually get one.
I technically didn't roll. Can Griffin run up to this man and like on all fours and just bite his leg until he gives us a clue? Just like tell us what you want. And just
You
like,
can bite him, but the chance to get a clue out of him has passed. No.
okay, I'll just bite him.
Yeah, you can
I'll just-
I
I just want to bite him now because he hurts, and I don't like that. So.
I mean, you didn't even need to roll to do it. But
I love that I did though, because that was a 12.
Wow! Amazing.
I took flesh out of him. Bye.
Okay.
Take him
Yeah.
out, Griffin! Take him out!
I'm going to give you something for it. But I'm going to give you something for that. You just clamp down on what part of him exactly? Just the leg? Or
Let's do the butt. We're doing the butt.
Yeah, okay.
Happy Pride.
Yeah. He just, with the stoicism of a classic butler, just doesn't react at first, and just really just grits his teeth, and then there's, oh, those teeth are fucking sharp, and just runs out of the rainbow den with Griffin still attached.
That's good.
We should probably retrieve her at some point, but she seems to have been handled over there for now. Let's look around.
Just runs away. Just, oh my god. Runs out of there and stumbles over something. You're going to get advantage on your next roll.
Amazing.
Because you rolled, I don't know. I'm just gonna hand that to you. He stumbles over a bottle, and you and him together just collapse to the ground outside. You now dislodge from his butt as he just rolls away out of the scene, exit stage left. You are left behind, and you land next to pretty much a mound of empty bottles. Buried under it is a very hairy goblin, and it smells like moonshine and wet dog here.
Gary.
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 We gotta find that wet dog.
Yeah.
He probably knows where the rat is.
Yeah, I think all of the others just follow you, and everybody just said, Gary.
Followed you on this leg being dragged out of the room.
Gary just blinks a few times, just wipes one of the bottles away, like, yeah, that's me. I am Gary. My name is Gary. I am him. My name is Timothy. What's up?
I'm gonna ask, hey Gary, what you doing out here sleeping under all these bottles, and not like inside in a bed or anything?
Well, I mean, who needs a bed when it's summertime?
You didn't happen to see anybody pass by this way 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, did you?
No, I was passed out drunk.
Ah,
Yeah,
Liz
that's
pride.
a pretty solid alibi. All right.
Happy Pride. Do I
Yeah.
know whether or not Gary and the the Pride Rat are like friendly in any way? Would I know if this rat's kind of a influential figure in town? Can I roll for that? I don't know if that's a cool because it has to do with people. Like, do I know about this man's relationship? Did he just randomly fall asleep, pass out, or was he like partying with the rat and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go take a
Partying
piss,"
with the
and then
rat,
just
yeah.
didn't make it back inside?
You probably know that Gary has a bit of a reputation. First for being drunk, but also as just that guy. He's not a fun drunk.
Ah,
You're not a fun guy.
Oh.
You smell like one though. Anyway.
At this point, just lifts up his leg and just starts scratching himself between one of his goblin ears with the leg, or with his foot.
I mean, anybody can
wow.
do that. Scuzz says he does it too.
I look, as much as I love a good scratch, I think we need to address the second priority of the day. First, obviously, being acquire as much candy as possible until I vomit. Second is the rainbow rat is missing, and we should at least moderately locate it before the event that is at hand.
Oh, somebody got rid of the rat.
Oh, don't say that out loud.
Great news. Good
You know we can
riddance to
hear
bad
you, right?
rodents.
I will say that we have set a precedent that those of the village who are not cooperative in our questioning do get bit on the ass. So just take that into consideration before we start.
Bigots get bit
Shit,
in the
I mean,
ass.
don't threaten me with a good time.
Ew, you freak. You weird freak. You're not even like a fun pride freak, just like a weirdo freak.
I don't like this
Yeah,
man.
that's what they
I
call
don't
me.
consent to this.
Gary, I
You
hope
can't
you
just
get
be
a
asking people to
bath.
bite your
I
butt.
hope you get a fucking bath.
Actually, yeah, no, actually, Scuzz is on to something.
Gary is moderately scared at the prospect of a bath.
If-
Yeah.
If you do not cooperate and if you call us names or anything like that, I'm pretty sure there's a bar of soap around here somewhere, and I will put it somewhere of my own choosing.
Behind your fucking ear.
So
No,
I
no,
guess
no,
maybe
no.
I want. Can I take
No
this
need to be
opportunity
hasty.
to sort of capitalize on him being a little intimidated and make a move?
Yeah.
I'd like to like kind of pick him up from where he was passed out and kind of shove him up against the wall and maybe like,
God, I
yeah,
wish that
you've been
would
passed
be.
out for the last 30 minutes, didn't notice anything, didn't hear the lady screaming, didn't hear the man screaming, didn't hear any scuffle, huh? Yeah, well, I don't believe you, Gary. You've been
I
back there
just
for
thought
too
that was a
long.
nice dream I was having.
Well, what was the dream about then? What did you dream about, Gary?
Wouldn't
Nice
you
idiot.
like to know?
Yes, please tell me
Yes,
what you
please,
dreamed
yeah.
about, Gary. Shut again.
Well, I think at this point you can make a move. This is
Okay.
also going to be cool or vitality.
I'd like to do vitality because I'm being pretty physical with
Yeah,
it.
I'd say if you fail with vitality, he's just going to hate you because you just shake him around too much that he's just.
I get it. He's hungover and I'm coming in real physical.
Yeah. If you fail with cool, then you gain a condition because you're so very uncool.
I don't really like Gary that much anyway, so fuck that guy.
Me and the homies all hate Gary.
Yeah, 7, so he can hate me, whatever.
Yeah,
I
but
succeed,
you
but I gain a
succeed, yeah.
condition, or an NPC hates me.
Yeah. He just said, "Hey, well, it was my dream." Oh shit! All right, all right.
Gary.
I'm gonna tell you, but you gotta get me. You gotta let me go because I'm gonna fucking vomit all over the place. All right. So,
I'm gonna drop him.
um, all right, all right, all right. Um. So look, the rat. Nobody. Well, I guess some people like the rat. Okay, but what I'm gonna say is, look. All kinds of people always been lurking around the place, right? Maybe I was too. Maybe I thought, hey, maybe I can steal some of the cheeses in there. No other reason. I had nothing to do with this at all, ever. Promise. But anyway, like I saw Slingshot around there. I saw the what's his face, the guy who sells all the merchandise, and Mr. Slag, yeah, that guy. And even like. I know he works there, but Swamptoe was also just sneaking around there all weird.
Fucker. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, I was also sneaking around there just for the sake of completeness, but I didn't do it. Goodbye.
I did drop him.
Yeah.
I did. He's free to run off, and I'm not chasing the two, I guess.
Hey Gary! Fucking feed the rat inside of you, man.
Feed the
I don't
rat.
have a rat inside of me. I got the dog in me.
Oh,
Your dog's got
Let's just
fleas
go.
and hasn't been fed in a while.
He's got the fleas.
Gary said, "I got that dog in
Okay,
me."
he
What?
did. He did.
So he said
All right.
people were looking around. He saw Slingshot, Swamptoe the butler, and Mr. Who? The merchant.
Oh, Mr. Slag,
Mr.
Mr.
Slag.
Slag the merchant.
who is
Okay.
going to be, I'm going to say, your
Lurking
final suspect that we're going to encounter.
Can't wait to.
'Cause,
I cannot wait. It's gonna be great.
Got taking strenuous notes.
I'm
Gary,
taking such.
smells like
I am. I'm
dog.
taking notes. The notes are real.
Slag the merchant. Fucked up butler. All right. So we're outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait with the next thing until Siobhan is back, but perhaps this is a moment for those of you who have already gained a condition, or maybe even two, to take a little breather and engage in your special goblin thing, your special interest.
In the chat, what's your special goblin thing? Do you collect little shiny things? Do you go and pet every dog you see? Do you create very weird food concoctions that do taste really good, though? Are you feeding the rainbow rat inside of you? Happy Pride.
Do you
You step
yourself
out of your
have
way.
that dog in you?
Do you yourself have that dog
The
in you?
dog. Okay, but what is, if you want to, Nikki, what is Scar's main thing?
Oh, Scuzz's main thing is his rat. He loves his
Yeah.
rat very much. Scuzz doesn't have that dog in him. Scuzz has that rat in him. Which is just like a small dog if you really think about it. Even though there are smaller dogs. Anyway, he loves his rat scum very, very much. And does like look around for him and is just like, is he eating the cheese? And yeah, Scum is over there eating one of those rainbow bad cheeses. Like, no, that's evidence. No.
Yeah. So once per game, when you really lean into your main thing, you can remove one condition. It hasn't really come up yet, but having a condition can give you disadvantage on rolls.
I think Scuzz sits with Scum and like eats the cheese with him. Both of them sharing in this, and like I think that it's.
Are they
both
eating
like
the same cheese from the
yes,
different ends? Yeah.
Pretty much, yes, absolutely. It's just like, yeah. Scuzz and Scum. They're one and the same. They sell literally the same brain cell in two bodies. And I think eating that, and he kind of gets reaffirmed, like, you know what? Maybe the rainbow rat didn't like my cheese, but you like my cheese, Scum, and I like my cheese, and I'm feeding that rat inside of me, and you're feeding you a rat. You. And if he can get rid of cheesy failure.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Even if-
realize this cheese, even if the rainbow rat didn't like it, it is worth it, and it is friendship cheese.
It is friendship cheese. Y'all want some cheese? looking to the group.
Yes.
You know the nutritional facts on that? If you've got a Gouda, I might take that, but the fat content's kind of high.
It's either, I don't fucking know what these two are. Holds up like the half-eaten rainbow one and the other rainbow one, and then the Gouda, and then a brie. So like I think they're all fat. But also,
like,
hey Buck,
taking-
did you know that fat is good for your brain?
Well, certain fats are good for your brain, not all kinds of fat. Maybe one of those rainbow ones has got better fat than the other.
I don't know. We
I'll just go to
had
the
a
gym
fight
again today,
about
it's fine.
that because if the one that's rainbow is candy laced, we may have to duke it out for that one.
Well, I don't want the candy. If you want the candy, that's fine.
Oh, you are. Just like
If
kind of
we all
clap him
share-
on the
all
biceps.
share the cheese. Griffin gets the really funky brie one.
Yay.
Medium
Buck
rainbow
gets
one.
the Gouda, and Bug Bite gets the rainbow one. And we all eat the cheese together as
Chases
friends.
it down with like a little bit of that gross moonshine that was in one of the bottles, and it's just like,
Nope, the remainder of it. Just found one with a little bit left.
don't drink that. That's gross.
And I will say, while this happens, you've moved a bit closer to the water line again. You're probably just, essentially, on, well, everywhere in Goblintown is more or less a dock. But you're there, you're next to the water, and all of a sudden, who's standing closest to the water right now?
This guy's is standing close to the water.
Okay, well.
I'll do
Yeah.
it. I'll take
Yeah.
that plunge. I'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck me up.
I will. Suddenly,
Thank
you
you.
just hear cannonball, and out of the water jumps the shape of Slingshot, the goblin acrobat, who has, however, slightly misjudged his flight and is threatening to land directly on you.
I will
You
do
need to
everything in my power to
roll.
try to catch this man.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
I'll allow that
yeah.
too. I'll allow that
If
too
I see
because
this
you
in this
are so
acrobat
much
that I was
taller.
watching.
Yeah. You're so much taller than Scuzz, so you can intervene and can roll with vitality to catch. And also, I think you have reckless, so you can just. Well, I mean, you're also going to just get a
do have
condition if you do,
reckless.
but yeah.
This is once per game, though, isn't it? You can take advantage on any roll, but gain the condition when do so. Oh, so yeah. Oh, I'm going to do
Reckless
advantage. This is
not,
important.
reckless is not once per game. You can trigger reckless whenever you want. You're just going to load yourself up with conditions if you do.
Don't threaten me with a good time. I'll throw those ribbons to get rid of this condition.
Let's
Okay.
go.
12!
Wow.
Let's go.
Best get it.
662, what's up? Yeah, cannot watch this hero of his
Yeah.
potentially hurt someone or get hurt themselves. Immediately steps in. He's like, no.
Yeah.
Slow-mo, and
Mm.
tries his best to either catch this man or whatever. to
Yeah.
stop him from
So
doing it.
you see.
He's so strong.
Yeah. So you see this.
Oh, and it's
just-
+2, so it's a 14 actually. Sorry.
Damn.
Oh,
Damn.
wow,
Crazy.
okay.
Amazing.
I mean, you succeed and you gain advantage on your next roll anyway. Also, I think we still have Griffin on advantage, but later. Yeah. You see this this goblin slingshot, reddish skin, wearing a rainbow costume, jump out of the swamp water, glistening with just the sickly greenish sheen of swamp water in the sun, reaching the apex of his incredible jump, and then just fall down almost into your waiting arms.
Have Mr. Slingshot. It's nice to meet you. My name's Buck. I was watching earlier. You look good.
I think the only condition that you can really get here is overexcited.
Okay.
Because-
I'm excited. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This lithe, beautiful
Yeah.
goblin just fell into my arms from above, and he's
You
The
know-
slingshot, yeah.
They
the
say never meet your
slingshot-
heroes, but sir, I'm glad I met you.
Oh.
If that condition lasts more than 4 hours, you should consult a doctor.
Slingshot understands the theatrics here and just extends a hand and places it on Buck's cheek. My hero and possible future partner in acrobatics.
Oh, then yeah, okay. Yeah.
I ship it.
This is like a true love
Yeah, okay.
story.
I
think it is.
Happy pride.
Yeah.
Happy pride.
I wasn't gonna.
Pride.
Yeah, I was not sure
Yeah.
if this was gonna be rivalry or anything, but now it's just that.
Yeah.
The actual
no
enemies to
jealousy.
lovers is Scuzz and Swamp Toe Jack, actually.
Hyperventilating, got very excited. This man said future partner, and his face dropped ever so slightly at acrobat, but then popped back up like, you know what? That's an opening door. I
Smooch
can
him,
make that
smooch
work.
dad. That's not my
He's going to
dad.
drop it. If you say that out loud, he's going to
Yeah.
maybe hyperventilate and actually just very quickly like
Yeah.
set him down.
Does Scuzz say it out loud?
Oh yes, Scuzz absolutely says it out loud. He's
Yeah.
got no cool.
He immediately lets this man go.
Yeah.
Turns away, pushes his glasses up, and is like
Yeah.
very distracted by something else.
Yeah, but as an
Away
accomplished
from the group.
acrobat, just like a cat, Slingshot lands on his feet. Like, oh, didn't know you were doing a routine already. Well, ta-da!
With our first practice, I guess.
That was fantastic. I think this is going to be a very, very mutually beneficial partnership in acrobatics. And
You know what?
nothing
You should
I
get
love-
rings to match with your acrobatic duo.
and like maybe like do like a whole like possible like ceremonial like act. That
And you definitely
has-
want to get a contract to say that you're both partners in acrobatics.
Right. Yeah, no.
And if you have like a broom that you
Blushing.
can like jump over, that'd be cool too.
Yeah, we gotta get
Yes.
the broom.
Yeah.
Maybe even
Oh,
like break
yeah,
glass.
yeah.
and, like,
oh, yeah, yes.
And like silver things that like you could put around your fingers.
Yeah,
that sounds,
yeah.
You have
We
broken
need to
this
write that
man.
down. Yeah.
He is whirling. He's both
Yeah.
very engaged in the conversation and wanting to gauge the reaction of Slingshot, but also so terrified of what the answer is. He's doing everything as possible to like not be
That's okay, Dad. I'll watch.
encouraging it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird they're saying all that, right?
Slingshot
it-
is just leaning in.
so
Yeah, we
strange.
do. Yeah, and now that the Rainbow Rat is gone, we can be the main act finally.
Wait a minute.
Hey, wait, hold on.
Oh no.
Record scratch. Yeah.
Marriage over.
Oh
Oh.
no.
Oh man, I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
You were the chosen one.
He is going to. Buck is going to almost hopefully ask, like, did you just found out about that with the rest of us? It's shocking
Well, I
news,
mean,
right?
how would I find out before that? Just shifty eyes and all.
How
different
would you
directions.
find out?
Yeah.
Before that.
Well, I have an actual prop for this.
Yeah, he's going to try to, like, I don't know if this is necessarily making move because we just started, but he is going to try to start gauging that comment a little more. Like, wow, no, yeah, that's, I mean, well, he's just missing. That's like when someone goes missing and then they're like, oh, my wife died. And you're like, well, no, your wife is missing. She's not dead yet, you know?
Mhm.
Like, so, yeah, do you, if we could find him, would it be nice to try to, wouldn't you think it's nice to try to find him before the parade starts? like asking
What,
him.
find the rainbow rat?
Yeah, maybe he's
I
just
mean,
lost.
It's a rat in a swamp. I think,
It's not just any rat. It's a rat.
Rainbow
That's a
rat.
rainbow.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a colored rat. Fine, but
You know,
Oh,
I
this
mean-
looks no marriage
Wow.
over.
Wow. You
I
got
don't-
said it
issues
never
with
made your hero.
colored rats?
God, you never thought-
really?
you never. You don't think those colors are natural, do you? Somebody painted a rat.
No, this is and he's for the first time thinking, is that rat naturally colored? I've
So,
got green hair.
so what
He's
if you
got
have
blue
to have
hair.
store-bought colors? So what if you're not naturally born that color? If you want to change your color, like, be who you are for your
Yeah.
pride.
Yeah. I'm not gonna let him gaslight me. You're right. Just it doesn't matter if you were born a certain color. If you be the color you deserve and you need to be in your life to represent who you are on the inside.
Be the rat on the inside. What did you do with the rat?
there he goes. All right, you done it. You know,
Oh.
we could have had a very civilized conversation about this because we're all friends here. But you done set off Scuzz, and you know what? You kind of deserve what's coming to you at this point.
I'm not sure what's happening, honestly.
What do you mean you don't know what's happening? You started this, Wiz. This is your game.
If you was Goblin, you're going to Goblin.
Yeah.
All right.
Is anybody making a move right now or something?
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to gauge him as a person. So I guess that's cool to see when he was talking about the rat, if he's showing more apathy and now has a chance. It's just like happy because he's got a chance to advance, or if it's true disdain that he's like happy that the rat is missing. Like, yeah, good riddance, you know? Is the motivation I could advance now, or is it that I don't like this person?
That's not even a move. That's just something I'll just give to you. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, he is a suspect, so he is happy that the rat is gone.
I would like to try to utilize my cool with obviously being the most level-headed in this situation. Try to relate to him a little bit. Be like, look. We know you got some feelings on the rat. We're friends here. You can be honest with me. You know, I'm just everyone's my friend and everyone's honest with me. This is a thing that we all know about me. So like, what do you know about the situation at hand, and you know, possible whereabouts of one rainbow rat, and at the last second, with the trying to do the cool, I'm also going to be like, because if you don't tell me, you're gonna have to tell him, pointing to Scuzz, who I assume is frothing at the mouth. So I will go ahead and try to roll cool, which I'm supposed to be good at. That is great. That is a 10.
Hey.
Just looks at you with suddenly very big, just goblin eyes that look suspiciously like just cat eyes when they're just all pupils. Just, what do you love?
I love candy.
And I love attention.
All right.
Damn, I can stand that.
So real.
And I don't get the attention I need and want while this rat is here. This rat who has just been painted by somebody to just look rainbow colored.
Allegedly.
What has the rat done? Oh, come on. Have you ever seen a rat that's just naturally rainbow colored? Come on.
I mean, look, the thing is, while some of us may crave attention, we don't need it from everyone.
I do.
No. What you need is the special attention from someone special.
I need that too, but I also need regular attention from
Have
everyone.
you considered collaborating with the rainbow rat? Because, you know, you could ride on the coattails of the rainbow rat, and then, like, there you are standing next to the most loved person in the world. So then you're like, oh, well, if you're standing next to him, then maybe that person is also the most loved person in the world. We don't have to be enemies to get attention. We can be friends.
But
'Cause,
we
yeah, if you
have
were
to
standing-
stand alone to get all the attention. But that's not. Look,
Attention is not a finite resource.
look, listen. Look at just walks over, passing the different rafts and boats. Just look, 4 trained alligators carrying this raft. Look here. The craftsmanship. Here, my raft where I do my tricks and acrobatics. All in the back. Just passes a few more, and then this. And it's the Rainbow Rat's boat, which just or raft, which just covered in rainbow cheeses. And everybody pays all the attention to this thing and kicks it, and it nearly collapses.
Well, I'm gonna bite him.
And
Hey.
okay, everybody except Skuz, who's now biting. You suddenly see as he kicks it that it has been sabotaged extensively before. Everybody just name one thing that you notice that has been done to the raft of the Rainbow Rat.
I mean, because I'm biting his leg that
Yeah.
kicked the rainbow rat raft. I do see on his shoe, or his little like, if he has one of those like gesture like things with like a bell on it.
Sure, yeah.
That some sawdust came off onto the shoe from and like I could see like yeah, it was probably somebody had to use a specific tool to cut the raft to make that sawdust. You can't
Yeah.
get that.
Basically, yeah, it's not a structural problem. It was, yeah, like,
Sabotage, yeah.
yeah.
And then bite. Oh.
I think Bug Bite will notice a bit of a smell other than the cheese, that there was a couple of well-placed stink bombs that are disguised in possibly some of the cheeses.
Yeah.
I think Buck might be looking at like where this raft is being connected to the thing pulling it forward, seeing that some of that might have been loosened slightly so that if it was being like a cart or someone being dragged down the raft being pulled by something, that at some point that mechanism might experience failure in some way.
Yeah.
I think Griffin, as Skuz is biting, would notice that there's like some more bites like on the side, like throughout the boat, and be like, "Oh, those fit."
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and as you notice that, you just hear creaking as the raft just almost collapses in on itself. With all the decoration on it just almost collapses.
Skuz is gonna leap off of Slingshot and try to grab the like pedestal part of the raft to like save it if the whole raft is about to fall in.
Yeah, sure. You do. Just everything else just collapses. The stink bombs go off, and
It smells like Gary.
yeah, it smells suspiciously like Gary.
It smells suspiciously like Gary.
And Slingshot just turns around immediately. Oh, I didn't do that. I swear I knew nothing about this at all.
Slingshot, you'll never get all the attention that you want. You're a greedy, unsympathetic hack. And Buck deserves someone better than you.
Buck is going to say, "Oh, I don't have any kids."
I'm your kid.
Not with that attitude, no.
Not with that. It's like a gift of gab. I didn't say that because Skuz is getting some feelings. Anyway, but Slingshot, if you continue to want all of the attention, you'll never be happy, and that's not feeding the rat inside of you. I hope one day you get enough attention to want to give somebody else that attention back. Until then, get fucked. And Scuzz is gonna walk away with the pedestal.
And honestly, I think this is where we go to break.
with a mic drop in.
And yeah, so we're going to go on a short break and see you back in 15 minutes for more Goblin Chaos.
Bye.
Bye. Or maybe we're not going on break.
We'll see.
It's fine.
Yeah,
I want to
we'll
go over
see.
these clues anyway.
We're
all these
just going,
suspects.
yeah.
Gary the drunk, Slab the merchant, Swamp
We-
to Jack the butler, Willie me to scream, and Slingshot the acrobat. We can get fucked.
Well,
I miss
Heath,
Barry
have
already.
you gone to vote for Starcrawler over on the...
Oh, yeah, good. Thank you, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah,
While we are emotionally preparing for going on break, we
Yeah.
should take the opportunity to go vote for Starcrawl RPG.
yeah.
Gary will come
If
to
you-
your house and
Mm.
I know where you
also
live.
attend that dog in you.
Look, do you have that dog in you, or are you
You got
feeding your
that dog
rat?
in you?
Do you want a dog in you, or do you want to see Gary at
Yeah.
night?
No, my morning
Oh.
affirmations have changed forever.
Am I feeding that rat in me?
Look, honestly, at this point, it's just, I have to. Am I feeding that rat in me today?
You gotta feed
Feeding
that
that
rat
rat.
today, bitch. Get out there and do it.
Beat the rat. Yeah.
Love it.
Hello. We return to Goblintown. And the mystery of the missing rainbow rat. Where we had a bit of a commotion before the break. Before we return to that, it's not just the last week of Pride, it's also the last week of voting for the Crit Awards. Starcrawl has been nominated for upcoming YouTube channel. So if you have a moment, just go vote for us and a couple other good people there. Anyway, we return to Goblintown. And I think the last thing that happened was that Skuz just flipped poor Slingshot off, making a huge display. Somebody might have gotten bitten again.
He did get
Yeah,
bitten.
yeah, he did. Yeah. This seems to happen a lot today. I've never had this happen so much playing this game that people are just getting bit left and right.
The goblins in your other games
That's-
aren't biting people? What
That's
are they
all I
No,
think.
no.
That's all I think about. First thought, best thought, bite.
Yeah.
I got these big old teeth. They meant for bite. If not meant for bite, what meant for?
Yeah. Who was it that listed the name as Biting Age? Was that Skuz or was that?
No, that was Griffin.
Okay, yeah, Griffin. Oh yeah, Griffin has all the teeth. Griffin has 4 teeth. I don't think I've ever seen Rossi, who is the artist for this game, just draw a goblin with that many just pronounced teeth. So he just Biting Age was like, yeah, here we go.
Griffin's Abbey is the most unsettling to me for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nightmare fuel.
Love it.
It's
Okay.
real.
Yeah. Okay.
Look,
now
anyone who says we have to be the bigger person, no, screw that. I'm gonna start biting people.
Exactly.
People is also very affirming. Happy Pride. Go bite a day. So we
Go bite a bigot.
Go bite a bigot.
Bite a bigot. I'm making T-shirts in honor of this one shot, and it's just gonna say go bite a
Go
bigot.
bite a bigot.
Go bite a bigot.
So we have a pedestal. We got a busted up raft. We got where the fuck is Mr. Flag?
You're parading around yourself. Yeah, and as if on cue, you just hear a whistle go as Goblintown maybe doesn't have the most funded, let's say, police force, but there is
He's a fucking
a
cop.
police. There's a cop. There's a goblin cop.
There's a single goblin.
There's a
cop.
single goblin cop.
One goblin cop.
His name is Constable
You are a
Gunk.
race traitor, sir.
Yes. Constable Gunk. Constable Gunk has a whistle. I'm not going to comment.
Ooh, dismiss me with that bullshit.
As Constable Gunk blows his little whistle, waddles towards you, a very officious and rich-looking goblin in tow. What just shows you how, honestly unsuited to his chosen job, and also just not really taken seriously Gunk is.
That's what you fucking get. Okay. Excuse me.
Just everybody, what do you notice about Gunk that just shows as just not the most effective police force around, maybe?
Well, for one, I think he doesn't even wear a uniform. I think he just has the whistle, and just.
It's because he's decked head to toe in various designer pieces that have different letters on it. He's got like a Gucci belt and like a Louis Vuitton, like one of those polyester button down shirts. It's got the LV on it.
God.
His pants are.
His pants had better say juicy on the ass.
Yeah, he's got some Juicy Couture crushed velvet pants. and a pair of like, oh, what is it? The Balenciaga like tabby toe
Wow.
shoes, and he's too clean. He's too clean, and
In a
it says
swamp.
it makes everyone very
In the
uncomfortable.
swamp. He's too clean in the swamp.
Like
Oh, yeah.
what are you
Pristine.
freaking laminated or something? Like how are you that clean?
You don't walk around with the rest of us? You never step in a puddle, huh?
You never stepped
You think you're too good?
You think you're too good for a little
too good for the swamp?
juice on you?
Now I imagine
think
him with
I'm-
like a shape up, like a whole,
Clean.
just
Oh,
like
no.
just a clean shaven shape up. Like he
Yeah.
probably
Accurate.
has
Oh
some
my
like
god.
curly hair on the
His eyebrows are
side.
done. His
Yes!
eyebrows
He's so
threaded.
clean. He's the fade is crisp. It's sharp.
He like
It's
the
smiles and
prettiest
you can
boy.
see like those like just two just like gold teeth on the side.
No wait,
Like,
no, take it back,
Oh.
take it back.
Veneers?
Oh, yeah.
I'm a fiend for stupid gold fangs. I'm so sorry. I hate
Like,
it.
just like and he's just like and all of you just like
Look. If I have played enough games with Nikki to know that despite the fact that you've presented us with a villain, Nikki's first thought is I can fix him.
Look, I'm like, yeah, no, fuck this man.
It happens.
What them teeth do though? No, he's a face trader. Don't.
what if he bit me this pride?
What if he bit me?
Look, if we get through
I
any
think that will mean you
character
turn into
interaction,
a cop, yeah.
Oh,
look,
man.
A cat, but awesome.
No,
the beautiful thing about a cab and cops in general is you can quit and change at any moment. So we can fix him. We just have to
Change.
get him to resign.
If we get him to resign and become a firefighter, that's better.
Turn in your gun and your badge.
Oh,
God,
man.
Anyways, what else?
Anyway.
Behind him walks the only goblin you have ever seen wear a suit. It is Mr. Slag, the goblin businessman, whose main purpose is to be a CEO of multiple companies. Nobody knows what
So you
he
said
actually
mud
does.
companies? I was gonna be like, damn, he's
Multiple
making good. Hey, we got a lot of mud in this swamp.
And multiple companies. Also a mud company, yes, sure.
Look, the thing is though, if we take something that is a readily available resource and start charging money for it, I got some issues with it.
Yeah, no.
So we have an act of vandalism, and I feel like I want to run up to.
Do it.
Yeah.
Vandalism,
He is
vandalism,
blowing
vandalism.
his whistle like, now this commotion
like-
here ends now.
Oh, I know, but yeah, it's interesting. You're over here guarding the wealthy when we had an act of vandalism and someone go missing down the block in the lower income goblin area. That's fine. No, but yeah, you be over here.
What I've
Guarding the
heard is
man
that
with the
people
millions.
have been bitten multiple times, bitten in multiple parts of their bodies.
Allegedly.
And
That's just pride. That's just
Allegedly.
pride.
That's
That's
just
just
pride.
pride. That's just pride.
And this activates the suited up goblin behind him. See, it is pride. That's what I've been telling you. We need to eradicate this. How is Goblintown ever going to be respectable when people just go around biting people and just saying it's pride, it's pride, it's pride.
Mr.
Liberate the
Slag.
rat inside you and bite people in the buttocks all the time. That's ridiculous.
Mr. Slag, we're friends. We're friends here. Look,
I don't know who you are.
But you're gonna know me in a second. I'm going
I'm
to
afraid
say
so.
it's either we bite people or it's bricks. Your choice.
Bites or bricks.
Bites or bricks. Bites or bricks.
You got a lot of businesses around here. It'd
We
be a
haven't
shame if
had
somebody
bricks
started
in
smashing
5
windows.
days. Yeah, I'd rather not have bricks again. It's almost been a week.
Well, you got the money to clean it up, though, right?
I do
So
this
Mrs.
out of love for the job, not the money.
Mm-hmm.
You a
Those
fucking
little teeth say
liar.
otherwise.
And it's just like any of these,
it's a slag. It's just
floats
gonna
out here
pet him a little
from
bit
your
like-
companies.
You're doing a great job, buddy.
Mr. Side,
But
do
see-
you have any floats in the parade today? Any of these yours?
In this travesty that you've got going on here, of course not.
Mrs. Slag, you've obviously never put your business into pride merchandising. We gays love wearing shit with rainbows on them. We love carrying around little things that are colorful and bright. We love dressing our little rats up in little rat rainbow outfits. You know what you are? You're not thinking with your big goblin brain. And that's why you maybe know what happened to the rat float. Scuzz, hey Scuzz, you are smart. Please don't incriminate this person yet.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Mr. Slag
like
just
a
smiles at
big
you.
daddy
Yeah.
buck said, are you trying to stop
What are you doing down
maybe
here?
perchance this parade from happening allegedly?
You don't have any floats. You're not involved in this. You didn't put any money into it. You don't agree with it.
Wow,
What are you doing down here?
you got no skin in the game. That's weird.
What are you doing
think
down here, huh?
I just get in the game, you can't play in the game. Oh, you get love for it, you get hate for it, you get none if you wait for it. Sorry.
as everybody's like talking
Yeah.
at this man, Griffin kind of just wants so badly to just like stay in the back, but like stare at him
Oh yeah.
and like activate that little guy and be
Mm.
like literally show teeth and be like, I will bite you.
Okay. Yeah.
Griffin so much. I love Griffin to be like, I will bite you.
Like, I will bite you.
I will bite you in the
Hell-
waking world and in your dreams.
If you get bit in the dream, you get bit in real life.
You wake up with bites all over your arm.
What's going to happen here is Mr. Slag is going to listen to what Skaz says for a moment. Oh, you do have a very big head, I must say that, but there's not much going on in there, is that? Listen, I could sell a little bit of merch to your pride people here. I'm sure that would get me some money, but look around you. There's just this parade just for you, just for a tiny, minuscule amount of people. What if we had a better parade? A parade for everyone. Pride for everyone, not just you gay people. Family-friendly pride, where we could also invite not just, queer goblins, but also perhaps even the humans.
I want to
That
bite
is
him.
So,
I want to bite him right in the nose.
and he realizes that as you practically stare at him with a look that says, I will bite you and you will have no nose when I'm done. So he just begins to see my vision for the pride of the futures, and then just sees the just dead eyes of Griffin. So, is that a goblin over there, or is that is this one with you? I must say, Gung, can you remove that one? It's rather unnerving to me.
I'm going to try to. I don't know if this would be a move, but I'm going to
No, we
maybe
don't.
perhaps gaslight him a little bit and be like, "There's no one back there. Who are you talking about?"
Oh my God, please.
What do you mean there's no one? That's just look this.
Oh my
But
God.
This
Bug
one.
Bite's gonna make a big show of like looking back, looking directly at Griffin and go,
This one.
What are you talking about? There's nothing
This one
back
over
there.
there. Look.
Are you sure? Maybe you got a little too high on your own supply, but like
Buck
What
is right there with you.
supply?
There's no one back there. It's just us. What are you talking
You
Griffin
about?
can't get
just,
high
like,
on money,
starts-
and that's the only supply I have and need. But anyway,
Griffin just starts like crawling between them and getting closer to
Like-
him, like slinking.
I do believe you may be mentally unwell and having a bit of a crisis if you're seeing things. Like, could you describe said creature that you are seeing and that will determine the dosage of whatever needs to be given to you.
I don't need dosage. I need.
While that is happening, Scuzz is
He's
gonna
in
pick some
quite-
pockets.
Okay, fine, you can do that. I need to. I'm just going to ask Inter, what kind of clue do you think is he going to give up here?
Ooh. Ooh.
It can't solve the mystery. Ideally, it would incriminate more people than just him, so you can use it more easily. But is he going to drop something? Is he just going to start rambling, or whatever else you can think of?
I like the thought of dropping something, and then Scuzz just kind of like yoinking it if he can.
Mm-hmm.
Yoink! I have the goblin skill yoink.
Yink.
That's
Just gonna
fine.
go ahead and
The goblin yeeteth and the non-goblin yoinketh away.
Yeah.
the yeet and the yoink.
Correct. The yeet and the yoink.
Mhm. What could he?
I-
Oh yeah.
I'm crying watching the captions try to get
The yeet and the yoink.
Yeah.
That's better.
He's going to. What he's going to drop is he's going to reach for his pocket, just trying to get a handkerchief or something out. As he starts sweating profusely, he's going to wipe his forehead, and you realize what he just pulled out of there is not a handkerchief or anything. It is instead a rat. But it is not a rainbow-colored rat. It is a rat that is perfectly black and just has the logo of one of his companies painted on it. Oh! As it squeaks at him in just surprise, just drops it. Oh, no, not the prototype, the prototype. Gunk, capture the prototype.
I'm gonna use my ability to a rat to have me and Scum save this rat.
Okay. Sure.
And then I also want to use my ability for Gunk not to catch the rat.
Sure. I mean, if Skaz succeeds, then you get the rat before.
What would you like me to roll?
The constable. I mean, with advantage because rat. I think
Vitality?
it's vitality probably. Yeah.
Let's go! Hiya! That is double sixes for a 14.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Does
my time has come.
everybody just get advantage on the next roll now, or
I think so.
yeah?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Scum like reaches for the rat, and I think it's a girl rat, and there's a moment of like them falling in love with each other, and Scuzz is like, true love. Scum is also a lesbian. Anyway, happy Pride. Actually, Scum is like no gendered rat. They're just a little guy. As Scuzz picks up his rats, throws the prototype rat into his mouth. Hold on, not bite. Just swishes it around a little bit and spits him out so that the logo is gone. It's like, you're a fucking hater. Fuck you.
It's like lick the logo off.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
just a spin cycle.
Yeah, let's say, but it's
Just a little-
mouthwash
just a little
though.
spin
Wow.
cycle.
Can't a billionaire commission local artists like what's his name? Gary, I think was his name, to provide me with a prototype for a potential future Everybody Pride with sponsorships?
Fucking Gary.
Fucking Gary. All right. Here's the thing, though. Like, what is your licensing deal with the use of this logo and royalties involved? Because if you're involving a local artist, it does need to at least benefit everyone involved.
How are you feeding into the community?
Yeah.
I paid Gary with a perfectly regular amount of moonshine.
Oh,
Moonshine?
you're contributing to the downfall. Yeah.
Wait a
Sad.
minute.
It is simply the only payment that he will accept, frankly.
Okay. I'm taking the rat. You can try to take the rat from me.
I'll find
No.
another rat. I'll buy 500 rats if I want to.
Why don't you just go look in the fucking mirror? You fucking.
Rat.
And yeah, Scuzz is gonna look at everybody and go, guys, I think I know who did it. I think I know who took the rainbow rat. And I'm gonna start theorizing.
Okay. Well, he's just going, wow, I'll let you exercise this monstrous and yet horrifyingly empty noggin of yours in peace.
If you run away,
Can I bite him?
Let's
if you want to bite him, he is protected as a rich person by Constable Gunk. So that would be
I got that.
possibly leapfrog off of this by utilizing my agent of chaos to distract the cop.
Yeah, pocket glitter, pocket.
Which once per game automatically critically succeed on a move, but introduce a massive problem that has to be dealt with. So while Griffin is going to do the bite, I would like to I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Yeah, like I would basically like to pocket glitter, like just
Pocket
Do you
Sam.
want to do this? Do you want to resolve the bite before or after the theory is in play?
Surprise queer attack.
Because
Let's resolve this before we start theorizing.
yeah.
okay, I have no idea
gonna
what
run
mechanical
away.
benefit you're getting from this then, but sure, you can. You can do it.
This is
Yeah.
mostly for us, for our parts, for the rest in us.
Yep.
Including the rats in us.
The dog in me.
I got the dog in me now.
Mm-hmm.
My rat evolved into a dog.
The rodents
I mean-
of unusual size.
Siobhan, if you critically succeed here, you also get advantage on your next roll, but
Okay,
you
so-
also are going to deal with something.
I already have advantage because of my
Yeah.
success with
Oh,
the
I
rat.
mean, Siobhan, are you using Agent of Chaos or not?
I am.
Yeah, then you don't even need to roll right now. Yeah.
Okay.
You just critically succeed now and get advantage on the next one because critical success. You bite.
So I pocket glitter the cop.
Yeah.
And then in the chaos bite him, and so that is
Yeah.
my
Everybody
chaos.
who wants to bite right now can bite. The
Yay!
man.
I just want to bite, like, what was his name again? What was
Mr.
Slag.
Slag? Yeah.
Just like,
I want to just bite one side of the juicy on his booty.
Yeah.
No. That's the cop. The cop has the juicy booty.
Yeah,
Slag is wearing a suit.
It's like,
Oh
Oh.
yeah, right. Yeah.
the J and the U off and just have it say icy.
yeah.
Like it's heart.
That little heart. You don't deserve that. Then I want to. So for Mr. Slag, I think I want to bite his hand so that he can't catch any more rats.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What is the consequence that happens as a result of pocket glitter? Is do you maybe use too much pocket glitter?
I was about to say it may be less a direct shotgun throw and more a grenade of shrapnel, so there is pocket glitter upon all of us.
Yeah.
Shiny.
There's a veritable just explosion of pocket glitter. Nobody could possibly understand how you fit all that glitter in a pocket, but it's there now. And as the glitter dust settles, who's biting who?
This is the greatest. Bugbite is biting the cop. I am going to bite off the JU, so his ass just says icy.
Griffin is biting Mr. Slag. Is Buck biting anybody?
No, I don't think Bug is actually.
Bug-
Kind of watching his tails going down, just like there's
Yeah.
not really enough room for me to bite that guy. He's already biting somebody.
Yeah.
Bite the other hand.
The rats over there.
I think Skaz is going to theorize, is Scum biting anybody?
Yeah, Scum is biting the cop.
Yeah, okay. And the glitter from the explosion that just happened settles, and on the pier where the Pride rafts and so on are, suddenly you see one of the alligators just looking at you like, yeah, ready to also get in on the biting action and rush towards you.
Oh, okay, we gotta go.
And it's going to run directly at the ball of Griffin and Mr. Slag, ready to bite down on both of them at once.
Oh, can I let go? I let go. I run. All fours.
If you're running, you got a zigzag. You got a zigzag. You can't turn
would
very
like to
quickly.
All right.
Buck would like
You
to
need to
stand
deal
in
with
the
the
middle of
gator.
this if possible. Once again, trying to protect people and stand in that, like, being that bigger force between an attacking alligator and the creepy child.
Okay, yeah.
Distract the alligator with your twirling dad.
You can.
Yeah, pull out the
Mm,
ribbon
snap.
and start trying to
Yeah.
distract it.
Do you still have a
Back,
condition?
beast, back!
Do you still have a condition? I think your condition is just that you're overexcited, right?
Yeah, I was overexcited. But I think when we were sharing cheese, we were. Oh, I need to do my ribbon twirling to get rid of my condition. I was eating cheese.
Didn't
with-
yet. You didn't yet.
Okay, you know what? Yes, you're right. I do have a condition still. Yeah.
But we can say that
I'm
if
overexcited.
you use the theatrics of ribbon twirling to, acrobatically, athletically, with perfect form, get between Gator and Griffin, I'll let you just clear the condition right now.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, that is my idea, to like more
Yeah.
just bring a whole bunch of movement, color into its face instead of trying to like go body to body against the alligator, because I don't think I'll win. But like, yeah, get out! Look at these ribbons, huh? You like that? You like that? Back into the water, back into the swamp with you,
Back
beast.
into the-
Oh,
Yeah.
that's my intention.
Okay. Vitality or cool roll?
And this is
Probably
me
vitality.
rolling with advantage for the last my crit.
Yeah.
Then I'll be done after this. 7 plus 2, 9.
Okay. So the 7 is the result of the dice, and 2 is for vitality. Okay.
It is.
Well, I will say I'm going to give you a choice. The first is you just get a little bit too into it, and you don't realize how close you are to the gator. And just before what you're doing has any effect, the gator and you collide, and you actually get bitten by the gator. The second is the same thing, but just at the last moment you realize this, and very quickly kick Mr. Slag into the gator's mouth, and
Eat the
he gets
rich.
bitten and hates you now.
I'm doing
Yeah.
that. I'm taking him. He can hate me. This is an eat the
Yeah.
rich situation.
All right.
I am gonna get very into it, but then
Yeah.
come back at the last moment and realize like, ooh, I'm
Yeah,
gonna get
the
got.
gator is just like, and
Use my ribbon to like twirl him from behind me like Wonder Woman, spit him into the gator's mouth.
yeah, just, wow,
Oh yeah, you can eat that, man.
gunk! And
Get flagged.
he,
Get slagged.
yeah, screaming for Gunk, who can't intervene because he's weighed down by Buckbite. I think in just true Captain Hook fashion, Mr. Slag disappears into the gator. We'll see how he gets out of there
Once
later.
I stepped off the
Yeah.
list.
We'll figure that out.
And
Later.
the gator
Later
just-
us problem.
This wasn't. looks around, and just waddles away. For now,
For now.
giving you time to finally theorize.
Time to theorize. All right, we got our clues. So we have 5 clues. That means we add 1 to this.
And then
Yeah.
-4?
No.
Yes.
Or is that included minus? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so you
Oh.
get plus the number of clues, -4.
Oh, okay, so
It's
then
plus
technically
1.
we're doing a -3 then.
No?
No,
You have 5
plus 1.
clues. But
5 minus
first,
4.
so, okay, I also need to explain this to the viewers. So, when you come up with a theory of who done it and what happened, you actually talk about your theory and you incorporate as many clues as you can that you have found. And for every clue that you have found that you add to your theory, you add +1 to the roll.
I see.
In the end, you subtract 4. So if you add all 5 clues that you found to your theory, then you roll with a +1 in the end.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
+5 -4.
I get it.
Yeah.
Thank you for
And
the
you
explanation.
can never get advantage on this roll.
Yeah.
Or disadvantage.
Okay, so Skuz is going to lay out the clues that he's written down on scraps of paper. So we heard conversation between everybody about from Swamp Toad Jack, from Gary, from Slingshot, from Mr. Slag. And I believe all 4 of them were in some way working together, but I think the one who actually kicked this off was Mr. Slag. Hear me out. So Mr. Slag comes up to all of them, says he's gonna pay all of them, and I think because he said he paid Gary with moonshine. That's why there was moonshine at the scene of the crime with the cheese, and the prototype rat. He had the prototype rat, so he was hoping to have a parade for everybody. And I think he didn't want the parade the most out of all of the 4 people here, which is why the rat raft was sabotaged. And he could pay everybody to sniff around the rat's house and see how to get in and everything. I think it was the billionaire Mr. Slag.
Mute it.
Might be. Hi, I know how to use computers. I've only been using them my entire life. Well, I think, like trying to go on the supposed smear campaign of the rat being considered a fraud, but then introducing an actual fraud rat covered in logos. That really does point the finger at Mr. Slag. I'm there with you.
I agree. I think he also has the most to gain. He's not profiting off of this parade, but he could make a big profit, which he already said, selling merchandise at another event. And he's got the money to bring all these people together who Gary needs money for booze, or he needs booze. We got a butler who's probably not making the best money in the world. All these people are in a spot where they're not really going to turn down a billionaire, millionaire coming in and saying, you help me, I'll help you.
Yeah, like if you want to figure out who's got the most fingers and the most pies, it's going to be the one with the most money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I think you have kind of incorporated the clue about the overt conversation about how the Rainbow Rat is a fraud. How all kinds of people, including Mr. Slag, were sniffing around the Rainbow Rat's house. And the prototype rat. What about the sabotage and the trail of cheese?
Skuz would have.
That was
Skuz had
Gary.
said that. Yeah, Skuz had said that because Mr. Slag said that he paid Gary to paint on the rat with moonshine. That Mr. Slag had given Gary the moonshine, which led Gary.
I was gonna say it proves that Mr. Slag had moonshine by the fact that he said he paid someone else in moonshine, so he already has moonshine in his possession.
I think every goblin has moonshine, but yeah, sure. Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah,
like
it
the
makes
fact
sense, yeah.
is that we at least have corroboration.
Yeah.
I thought that's what that cheese trail is also. That like he went and smashed the cheese because the Rainbow Rats cart is a raft is like surrounded in it. So if he was messing with it, he got cheese on him and then got drinking, went back to the house and just didn't manage to make it all the way away from the crime scene. And because he was drunk, he just left tons of clues.
Mhm.
I think Gary's the one who like also sabotaged the raft on behalf of Mr. Slack.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's why
He
it
was like
smelled
he was
like Gary.
drinking while he did it. He got halfway through and was like, that's enough sabotage. I'll leave.
That seems like I'll pay you a little bit more if you do this
Yep.
job just
Yep.
for a hot
Mm.
second.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
like that one is like a clue that feels like that could be explained away just by like miscreant behavior. Just like "Well, I guess. Oh, if you want to. Whatever.
Yeah.
The rat's gone. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter."
You know, if I know anything, which I know a lot, there's always a fall guy, and it feels like Gary's being set up to be the fall guy.
Yep.
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 He already does also have a reputation in town for like being a mean drunk. Said he was a bad drunk, and that's the kind of thing that like, oh, he just got mad, got drunk, and then went out and vandalized the parade. That's just Gary being Gary. It's like, no, it's part of the conspiracy, the grand overarching plan to discredit this parade through
And
his
to
actions.
discredit Gary. Justice for Gary.
Yep.
Somewhat.
Well, yeah.
91% of Gary deserves redemption. Only.
Just the 1%.
Just 1%.
Okay. Who wants to roll? I would say Nikki because it was mostly Nikki's theory.
Yeah, you started this.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, let's go. Gay and rocks. Let's do it.
Juju, sending good vibes through the
That is a
internet.
6 and a 4 for a
I'll take
total
that.
of 10.
Well, +1 then. So
plus
you,
1, so
but
10.
doesn't matter. But yeah,
Oh no, 11. Excuse me.
yeah. Either way, you succeed. Your theory is correct.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
As you lay out everything, there's a crowd of goblins gathering around you. Of course, there's biting action going on. A few goblins have also just started randomly biting each other. Just
We said it's
for
the
the
reason
vibes.
of the season. It's the
Yeah.
reason of the season.
But
They
also,
cried.
I have a
Happy
question.
Pride.
Oh,
Isn't
your
Slag in an
pride.
Slag is in an alligator's belly somewhere, so we're like, oh yeah, that guy we just kicked off the pier, he did all this, but he's
Yeah.
not like around to face the consequences of his actions. Constable Gunk, you gotta get that guy. Do your job.
What
Arrest
happens
a
now
bad person.
is there is a
No matter how
special
much
phase
money
of
they
play.
have.
I need to figure out how to do this because the actual culprit is inside of an alligator. What happens now is there's a special phase of play consisting of something where you
Catching the
actually
culprit.
apprehend the culprit. Yeah. You need to make up to 4 back-to-back checks. If you succeed on 2, you win. If you fail 3, you lose. Yeah, you just lose. The culprit gets away. So I think what happens is you just see this throng of goblins appear. Some of them just biting each other. Some of them, yeah, it's always the rich people. The rich and straight people in particular.
He's both.
Disgusting.
Chewy.
And then all of a sudden you hear something between a howl, a whine, and a bark as revealing himself to be a were-dog, Gary jumps out of the woodwork.
That dog in him.
What,
He-
1%? That
Oh my God, yeah.
1%.
and rushes towards the gator, clearly seeing an opportunity to prove himself to his employer for more moonshine, I guess.
You race traitor.
Gary,
Gary is not a cop. Gary's just an asshole.
Gary, you gotta flip. Now's your chance. Come to the correct side.
Gary's my
Gary,
favorite person.
the first step in the 12-step program is admitting you have a problem.
Gary jumps on the gator, who deflates immediately, becomes the flattest gator. Out of the gator's mouth now shoots again Mr. Slag. Yeah,
Tweet.
yeah, looking a little dirtier than before.
Finally.
And wetter. And
Happy
Gary
Brad.
turns to you, and now is your chance to confront Gary. And maybe he has his redemption arc, or maybe you just bite him. But Gary turns around on top of the gator, pivots towards you, and growls and barks and starts rushing towards whoever is nearest. And I think that's probably still Buck.
Okay.
But
'cause I
anybody
want-
can roll.
Right.
It's just that, yeah.
I think I'm going to try for like the passive, the black lady holding the flower out, just like waiting. So I'm gonna take my ribbons and sort of let them hang by my sides. And as Gary the were-dog comes running at me, I'm gonna start to be like, I used to be just like you. I used to be just like you, Gary. And then I found purpose, and I'm gonna twirl the ribbons once. And I found a way to express myself. And I decided that who I was and who I am on the inside is perfectly fine. This could be you, Gary. You could join me in the twirl. Wake up every day and earn the twirl, Gary. You don't
That's
have to
our
do it
dad.
Earn your twirl.
That's
Earn
our
Earn
your
the
dad.
twirl, Gary.
Earn your twirl.
And as he gets closer, I'm going to like flip one of my ribbons and extend the end while I'm still twirling the other one and just offer it as like, join us. Come, Gary. Leave that man, that wretched
Join
life.
us.
Dad,
Find your
dad,
pride.
dad,
Earn the
dad,
twirl,
dad.
Gary.
That's
Don't be a
okay.
piece of shit anymore.
I think that
that
is a
dog in
cool
you.
roll.
Dad, dad.
I
Dad,
think.
Dad.
10 plus 1,
All
11.
right. So Gary launches himself at you, ready to also bite you, possibly infecting you with the curse of being a were-dog. But
For grace.
I think as you present your ribbons to him, he doesn't bite you, he bites down on the ribbon and just like a very excited puppy just begins running around you with the ribbon in his mouth. And then
I continue.
yeah, you'd continue. The others, however,
a duet.
notice that Mr. Slag is getting away and is
Yeah.
just running towards a shed nearby.
Scuzz is taking off.
Yeah.
I would like, I don't know if this will work. I would like to take a glob of coagulated candy from my pocket and launch it at Mr. Slag to possibly create some sort of glue trap for him to get stuck in.
Yeah. Sure.
We've
Yeah.
already established how much glitter I can shove in one of these pockets. This dress is great. So just like glue bomb of coagulated various gummy candy just
Mhm.
directly at the back of his head.
You're firing it just at him directly.
More like I would say his lower half. Like I'm trying to catch the legs so
Yeah.
he can't run. Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to get to a very specific building, just a shed where probably supplies are in. But yeah, you can. I think that's also going to be a vitality check then.
All right. Vitality.
Fire
And I do-
your coagulated candy at him.
And I do have advantage because this is my next roll after doing my. Oh, jeepers. Okay. It's an 11.
Oh, thank God.
So you hit
We were
him.
laughing. I was like,
You
is it a
laughed
two?
so
Yeah, I thought there was
nervously.
gonna be like
Yeah.
triple ones or something.
I want everyone to know vitality is my dump stat. So that was why I was laughing.
Oh, okay. You hit him right before he reaches this shed. He gets stuck, falls to the ground, really badly spraining his ankles. Both of them, because there's just so much coagulated candy that just created this tar pit on the ground. Hits his head directly against the door of the shed. He falls unconscious immediately. The door bursts. Goblin heads are notoriously hard to survive all the shit they get into. And out of there runs a very confused, almost panicked, rainbow-colored rat.
Skuzz deploys his rats. He's got 2 rats now, double rat. And the prototype rat. We're calling her Purdy. So we got Scum and Purdy. Throws both of them to go and call him the rainbow rat.
Honestly, this is where we just go to epilogues. How does is there going to be a red thruple? How does this situation develop?
So if I'm allowed some narrative leeway, Skuzz holding the pedestal collects the 3 rats. we fix up the rat raft, and what happens on the raft is a 3-way marriage between all the rats. And Skuzz officiates.
Skuzz officiates, yeah. This is how Skuzz celebrates Pride today.
Happy Pride!
By the power of this.
I don't need to be the butler of the rainbow rat. I'm the father-in-law of the rainbow rat. Let's go.
How do Griffin's celebration continue?
I mean, honestly, I think Griffin just wants to be in the back of the aisle when the rats are getting married, and then just be like, marry him or else. Beady eyes just there, but like filled all with glitter from the glitter ball that happened. Celebrating Pride in glitter. Marry him. How about you? But also really excited because Dad did a thing with the thing, and it's just like.
And what about Bugbite's remaining pride?
Bugbite throughout the wedding is literally shoveling like any bit of candy into her gullet, and probably about an hour after she has eaten basically every piece of candy in the village, passes out and doesn't wake up for a week.
And
Fed that rat.
we last saw you fed the rat for a week. We last saw Buck with Gary, of course. Not with Slingshot, but Slingshot is innocent. And there is at least a single boat for, maybe a show, or what else would it be that Buck is doing for Pride?
First of all, he's not guilty of this crime. That does not make him innocent.
Yeah, all right. That's true, yeah.
Man, he's dead to me. After having seen his hero really display the worst parts of himself, and being reminded of maybe not as bad as he used to be, but Buck wasn't always a professional amateur champion ribbon twirler. Kind of spends the rest of Pride with Gary, kind of being like, it's okay to be here, you don't have to just hate it. Hey, maybe you don't drink that. Maybe you just twirl this. And just spends time sort of bringing him into the world of ribbon twirling and finding healthy outlets for the feelings you have within yourself.
Hey, Gary, were you trying to feed your rat alcohol so that you and your rat didn't have to deal with the cage that maybe you were trapped inside of? You can join us here in Rat
The
Park.
cage of society.
Hey, can you bite me so I can be a weird goblin? Please.
Gary sheds a single tear, but he's not quite ready to talk about that yet.
That's okay, we got time.
He's
Gary,
just
you know
going
what this
to
is?
throw the
Growth.
pain away from now.
Twirl the pain
Oh,
away.
Yum.
Twirl the pain
Gary
pain
has
away.
found a better outlet as we leave Goblintown, twirling with Buck. as one does at Pride in Goblintown. And that's where we'll end this session.
Hey! This is so
good.
fun.
That was fun.
So,
Thank you, Janice.
yeah, thank you everybody for playing.
Wiz. That was so fun.
That was great. Fun stuff.
Take us out, Wiz.
Yeah, well, actually, I'm gonna have to do the whole Critter Wars thing again. So you go first, Nikki.
Oh, okay. Hi everyone, I'm Nikki. I was Scuzz today. Happy Pride. Go feed your rat and bite a bigot. You can follow me on socials either at the Wigged DM or the Goblin GM. I'm Goblin everywhere because I am Scuzz. If you enjoyed how I played him, maybe you would like to come and see him at some of my games that I run over on startplaying.games. I'm a professional dungeon master and I do a lot of silly things over there. And yeah, come on by. It'd be great to have you. I'm popcorning over to Siobhan again.
Okay. Hi, I'm Siobhan. I played Bug Bite today. I am also a pro GM on startplaying.games. In my link tree, it goes to my Blue Sky, my YouTube channel, which is in its infancy, and my Start Playing. I'm basically Dr. Bubbles PhD on just about anything. I'm very easy to find. As soon as there's a new thing to sign up for, I sign up for it with Dr. Bubbles PhD, whether or not I use it. I'm going to go ahead and popcorn over to Ariel.
Hello, I'm Ariel. I played Buck today. Go out there and earn the twirl. Happy Pride. Be safe for the rest of it and for the rest of the year and for the rest of forever. I am new to the TTRPG like actual play space. You can find me online either at Miss Mermaid 512 on Instagram or Blue Sky or Siren Maid Modules over on Ko-fi, which doesn't have anything on it yet, but it will soon. I just got to go through my backlog of modules that I've designed for my own games and figure out how to format it in a pretty way for the public. And I'm gonna drop down to our last player, Insha.
Hi, I'm Insha. I was gonna say I was Griffin, which that feels accurate too. I am my own sleep paralysis demon. I'm Insha. I played Griffin. You can find me on the internet if you want. I'm a author, writer, and I'm also like a baby, still new to like the TTRPG space, which is amazing. And also, Ariel, I want all of your modules and links and everything. But yeah, if you want to find me on the internet, you totally can. You don't have to. Thanks.
You have to. There are many things you have to do this day. First, feed the rat inside you. Second, vote for Starcrawl at the Crit Awards right now. Do it. If you have voted already, do it with a different email. Cheat for us, maybe don't. Don't do that actually. But vote for Starcrawl
For legal reasons, that is a joke.
Don't that. But if you haven't voted for the Crit Awards yet, Starcrawl is nominated for Best Upcoming YouTube Channel. Please vote for us. And yeah, also follow everybody, possibly even me. Hi, I'm Wiz, Yanis, he, him. I wrote this game. I GM games, often on Starcrawl. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Thanks everybody for playing. Thanks to Moss for producing. And we're going to the ending scene now, and then to a raid. Somewhere. We'll raid somebody. Stick around to find out and show some love. Goodbye.
And the artwork was done by Rossi.
Oh yeah, the artwork, Rossi. Yeah.
Thank
you. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.